Now, a tough, often controversial critic of immigration reform, Republican Congressman Steve King of Iowa. Congressman, thanks very much for coming in.
Glad to be on.
I'll play a little clip. John Boehner making the case for immigration reform on a piecemeal basis. Listen to what he says.
The American people don't want the government shut down, and they don't want Obamacare.
Obviously, that's not the right clip. That was the wrong clip. Basically, the right soundbite is immigration reform dead? Absolutely not. He said, I've made clear going to the day after the last election in 2012 that it was time for Congress to deal with this issue. I believe that Congress needs to deal with this issue. Are you with the Speaker?
We disagree on that strategy.
Do you believe in legal status for these illegal immigrants and not, forget about pathway to for now, but making them legal residents of the United States?
I don't believe in leading with that card. It really comes down to this. We have a president who has refused to enforce immigration law, made up some of his own along the way. We have a border that's clearly not secure, which is step number one.
He's deported a record number of people, as you know, and he's tightened the border along the U.S.-Mexican border.
Some of the numbers I'd ask people to look at, Wolf, is the administration can give you what they want you to know. But if you look at the numbers of deaths in the desert on those attempting to get into the United States, those numbers are up, not down, and that's a tragedy.
Does the Speaker, assuming he's ready to go along with this deal, and let's say the President's ready to accept the compromise he's putting forward, does he have his Republican caucus? You're not on board with him, but you've done some head counts. How much support will he have?
I don't know that I can give a number for that, but I'll say there is a fairly large, solid core that understand this, that and a promise of enforcement that we would open up a path to legalization. And by the way, we understand that a legalization is a path to citizenship, and Democrats wouldn't even wait till the debate was over. That would be part of the debate. They would lament that it is not
citizenship. What about a pathway to citizenship for the children of these illegal immigrants? They've done nothing wrong. They were here. Many of them were born in the United States or whatever. Would you be open to letting the kids, the children of the illegal immigrants, have this pathway to citizenship?
Well, that's the most sympathetic cause in the whole lexicon of the immigration discussion. And Republicans should not lead with that. But instead, we should say to the President, secure the border, enforce the law, then we'll talk. Once you establish and restore the respect for the rule of law, then we can have that discussion.
So you're going to resist everything that Boehner is now putting forward?
Because there's no pathway that I can see that good immigration legislation can get to the President's desk without amnesty attached, without the Gang of Eights bill in the Senate being attached in many of its nefarious forms.
All right.
So from that standpoint, and neither can the leadership in the House tell me how they can get a bill to the President's desk that actually does good things to restore the respect for the rule of law. And we need an immigration policy that's designed to enhance the economic, social, and cultural well-being of America.
Steve King making it clear there's going to be a split among Republicans on this issue as well.
We shouldn't talk about it, Wolf. There's no reason to have the debate. All it does is
that debate is going to happen. Is the President will make a big issue out of it. It looks like Boehner is ready to try to make a deal. We'll see if they piecemeal deal. We'll see if they can, despite your opposition.
Watch the President's State of the Union address. He will bring up three things: the unemployment benefits and increasing the minimum wage and immigration. All of them Democrats are essentially unanimous on, and all of them split the Republican Party right down the middle.
We'll see.
That's their attempt. We'll see that coming, and Republicans ought to see it coming. It's a pretty obvious play.
Steve King, thanks very much for coming in.